Yo, Bricks 5D here with a champion guide for a legendary champion that is dressed in an epic skin. Her name is Gala Longbraid. You find this champion in the epic category right here of the dwarfs faction. Yes, she's a dwarf. You might have known this champion because she's been around in the game for a long time. But why am I doing a champion guide about her now? Because according to the news I'm hearing, I have legendaries I use in the arena, but I just wanted somebody to do one single target hit like this new arena live arena content that we have. You need a bunch of champions to deal with some type of enemies, especially the tanky enemies. I don't have any way of dealing with them. You come in there with your what do you call it now, candle phone. You come in there with your no, not rotos now, this AOE nukers. Basically AOE nukers are not able to take down some enemy waves in terms of the enemies coming with tank, stone skin, big shield, ally protection. That's the meta right now, and you just have to wait until all that is done. But while you wait, they're taking you down slowly, stunning you, cleansing you, and doing all that. So I'm coming in with a single target nuker this time around to help maybe my AOE nuker. Most AOE nukers don't do good single target hits because they usually have that single target on their A1, right? So she has that single target on her A3 and A2. I want to test this champion out. I just built her. We'll look at how much damage she can actually do. I know it will take her some time to take down the 4 enemies, but this champion can take down 2 enemies in 1 turn. The next time she goes again, 2 enemies are going down because she does hit with the first skill and the second hit. What am I talking about? She usually starts the battle with this A3, which hits 3 times, each hit with ignore 25% of the target's defense. Now this is where it comes in. No matter how many shield you have, ally protection and all that good stuff, if this champion is ignoring 100% of your defense, you're going down. I don't care whether it's what's his name now, UDK that is protecting you, whether it's Osoga the war color that is protecting you, or Necrit the grey that is protecting you. When this champion goes in for you and hits you with these 3 hits, you will take some of that damage by yourself instead of all just channeling all the damage to those ally protectors. So that's why I'm bringing her right here to ignore 25% of the target's defense. That's not all. She will grant an extra turn to herself after using this skill. That's it right here. Grant an extra turn if this champion has full HP after using this skill. That's a condition. So what do you need to do to make sure this champion has full HP is by having a bunch of people protect her. I'll show you my options for a team that I'll use to protect her to make sure she stays at full HP before she goes in and gets her turn. So some people might even build her in stone skin just because they want her to actually get a turn in the battle. So that's the first thing she's known for, going in there, taking one person down and getting an extra turn. That means she has an opportunity to take the next person down, right? And she goes in with the next person, she goes in with the A2 right here. This A2 also ignores defense right here. 50% of the target's defense will be ignored when attacking under shield. That's also a condition that can be easily met by putting this champion in a team that has shield already, and the best way to place shield on her is bolster set, because this is not a beginner time champion, except you're doing maybe gold 1 or silver 1 arena, and then maybe you cannot say, okay, normal shield set champion like a miscreated monster can protect her, right, and get her that shield that she needs so that this A2 can hit hard. So if you don't have shield protecting this champion, she will not ignore 50% of the target's damage on this hit. So it heals this champion by 50% of the damage inflicted. I didn't even know that happened, that she can heal herself, but that's a weird one. Why will she need to be healed when she has shield and she's protected? It places a shield buff on this champion equal to any surplus heal. Okay, that's why she's healing herself. So she goes to full HP, she just places another shield on herself for 3 turns. So if the previous shield you have on her from bolster set is falling off maybe 2 turns, 1 turn, and then she gets a turn with this skill, she will place shield on herself. So this A2 does place shield on herself. 4 turn cooldown on this skill, while this one is on a 4 turn cooldown, 3 turn if you book it. So they are expecting you to use this skill once in battle, and you normally don't want to wait around for them to come again for you to use them. Normally just using once in battle should be enough, and then you can finish up the battle with this A1 right here. He attacks each enemy. It attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit will ignore another defense. 30% of that the target's defense will be ignored. Places shield buff on this champion for 2 turns. The value of the shield is equal to 20% of the damage inflicted. So the A1 also places a shield. A1 30% ignore defense, A2 50% ignore defense if there is shield, and A3 and 25% ignore defense right here. So that's this champion. That's what she's there for. She usually can focus and target a, what's her name now, Duchess. Those are the type of champion that my Kandaron cannot kill because he's obviously negative affinity. So that's what is good about Gala Longbraid right here. She is of the void affinity. That means you can bring her in against any team, whether it's a Sifi, Rotos, whether it's a Venus, Cupidus, whether it's what's those other people's name, Mariska and this other dude. No matter which pair is right out there, bring her in right here. And finally, when she gets her turn, she can begin to target, because sometimes in these battles you don't want to go AOE right and maybe proc somebody's peril or something. So there are some times where single target champions like this are best to bring into battle, and I didn't have that in my team. All my nukers so far in raid are just big heavy AOE nukers, so I wanted to take time to build one. And I don't have a rotos. Yes, a rotos is better than this, and she is like a mini rotos according to what people say or tag her as, because she does hit that once, kill somebody, gets an extra turn, goes again, just like a rotos will do, but he goes the extra mile, and sometimes you will see him getting 3 turns and keep killing until everybody is dead. So she does have an aura that can boost her attack in all battles by 25%. So although I'm saying that she's an arena champion, you can use her in the leader slot in some other content everywhere in the game, maybe even in faction wars especially. Yes, this champion is worth building for faction wars. If you don't have the Brognies and the Molly Tankard and all those other dwarfs that can make faction war very easy for you, she will serve the purpose right here. So in this test video or this champion guide, I'm gonna use her only for arena, because that's what I built her in for. Currently there's ongoing live arena, so we'll be seeing some battles with her in live arena. Hopefully we'll get some worthy opponents who will give us the challenge of our life and see if Molly can stay alive long enough to just take somebody down. That's what I want to test. I've not tested this champion out after putting this gear on her. I just wanted to test it out live on this video and give my first reaction of her build. Yes, this is a champion that obviously she's ignoring defense in most of her skills, right? So it's only best that you give her a artifact set that will ignore even more defense. What are you looking for? 75%, maybe 100% ignore defense, maybe from accessories, maybe from any way you can make her ignore more defense. That's what I'm thinking that this set is best for her. Lethal for the end game players who have been farming the Dark Fae for long in hard Doom Tower, or what do you call it now, Savage for those players who have been farming the Fire Knights for long, and you have the ignore defense right here. So if you do not know what I'm talking about, the Savage set is right here, and I wanted to save the Savage set for my best nukers, right? She's like a secondary nuker who is specific to one type of content, while I saved my best Savage set for my best nuker. So that's why I didn't feel like it's good to give her Savage set. I recently started farming this Dark Fae, and this is the gear I have so far, and it's gonna give me the minimum damage I need to at least take somebody down. So that's what is important about these two sets. They both ignore defense, but the difference is the Savage set will ignore 25% of the enemy's defense. That's it. But the Lethal set will ignore 25% of the enemy defense and add crit rate of 10%. That means you need less crit from her stats. So the Lethal is very better than the Savage. So make sure you farm that Dark Fae, because this is obviously a clear difference between these two sets, and one will be better, far better, if you have good sets on them. So when you do the forge, make sure you put your those forge materials in the right places and get a lot of this Lethal if you've been farming the Dark Fae. So what sets, what stats am I trying to look for her? Obviously this is a damage dealer. Her damage is based on attack, so you put as much attack as possible, you put as much crit rate as possible, 99%, 100% crit rate as always, and she doesn't boost any crit rate anywhere. So 100% crit rate, and then as much crit damage as you can. Those are the 3 stats I try to focus on this champion. I didn't talk about HP, I didn't talk about defense, I didn't talk about accuracy. None of our skills needs accuracy. And when you see a champion like this that does not need accuracy, you're like, yes, I can build as much damage as I want on her. And that's what I did with total stats. I got up to a almost 6,500 attack. that should not be your highest priority. The crit rate right there is 100%, which is the first priority. Crit damage over 250, at least 250. So if I brought down that attack to like 3,000 or 4,000 attack, I could make the crit damage to maybe 270 to 290 crit damage. But I just wanted to test this one out first of all, and then if I don't like the way she does damage, I might boost the crit damage up to a 300% crit damage eventually in the future. If I gave her a savage set, I would have easily met that 300 crit damage and threshold, but I didn't give her a savage set, so I have to make do with 262, and hopefully it's enough to take one person down. Maybe the damage dealer in the enemy should not have enough HP to survive damage coming in from 6k attack and 262k percent crit damage. So what else should you take note of? Check out my speed. It will depend on you whether you want this champion in the go first team, you know, with your Abita, with your Prince Kaima, with your Madam Series, if you still use her in content. Anybody in that go first team, speed boosters that want to go first, right? She needs to be around the same speed with them. I'm talking about 180, 190. But in a go second team that is full of tanks, I'm talking about Osoga the Warcaller, Vogot, Necrit. You know, when you put this champion in such a team like that, Mind to Uko, Duchess, you're just trying to make her survive long enough to just take one turn. You don't need her to be that fast in the speed. So you want the enemies to take their first turn and then you get your turn and take people down. So that's why speed was not a priority in this build. If you can make her, I've seen some builds go as low as 115 speed, 110 speed, as little speed as you can, because her base speed right there is 97. So I've seen some people be at 100, I've seen some people be at 110. They're just looking to take one turn and kill the enemy's threat, which is probably the revive champion or the highest damage dealing nuker. So depending on you, test out which speed threshold you want on her. And for me, I settled at a middle range, 140, 145. 200 will be the high range, while 110 will be the low range for speed. But you decide where you want to use her. This is going to be not a defense team, obviously. This is an offense team. So that's why I'm building her this slow. For a defense team, you can't be this slow. They will just take strategy and kill you off slowly. So for blessings, I've seen any blessing that will help her do more damage or ignore a little bit of the enemy's defense is what is required. Crew will ignore a little bit of defense, a little bit, and another one that can ignore some defense is Crushing Rend if you have it at high ascension unlocked. High defense, ignore right here. And for now, since I don't have this blessing at high unlocked level, just a 3-star. 3-star is okay, sure. 1% for every 40 levels, so that's basically 1% ignore defense. I rather go for this one that just give me extra damage right here. Has a chance of inflicting extra bonus damage based on our attack, right? So she'll do a little bit more damage based on our attack, and she's adding a little bit more attack. So later when you have it at a higher level unlocked, people say Crushing Rend is the best. But for now, for the beginning stage, I'll start off with Phantom Touch. So that's the blessing. What masteries did I give to this champion? Every damage dealing mastery, but there is one that is a little bit different on her, and that is this Helm Smasher. We usually don't give damage dealers this one. If you're trying to get more what do you call it now, crit damage on them, you go towards flawless execution. But she's the champion that is trying to ignore defense, and we had to give her even more chances of ignoring that defense. Remember I talked about how a mastery could help you ignore up to 100%. Well, your skills, your artifacts, and now your mastery all put together, hopefully you ignore 100% of the enemy's defense and just make somebody disappear from the battle with 1 hit or 2 hits. So that's what this Helm Smasher is all about. Even more chances of ignoring defense. Hopefully with 250% crit damage, we can make that happen. So I'm going against champion who will be most likely shielded, so I'm hoping to even increase my damage inflicted on them by 25%. That's why I went towards this route instead of this route, right? Increase damage by 5%. I don't want to increase my damage by 5%. I want to increase my damage by 25%, so I can melt through any shield that they have, because shield these days on bolster set especially is a huge problem. This cannot burn through stone skin. Obviously, you have to wait for the stone skin to fall off before you target all those type of enemies that come into the battle with stone skin. So this mastery can be found on Elhade's website. If you want to look at other variations that you can choose, head over to Elhade's website and see which other options. I just felt like this one was in line with her, and of course this one also. See, you can go up to this one if you even want more speed on her. Like I said, speed wasn't a priority for me, that's why I went towards this route instead, to increase damage inflicted for the first hit on each enemy. Sometimes she might benefit from it in something, sometimes she would not. All right, let's head over to the battle and see how it will go. You might be wondering, is there any other sets that you can put on this champion? Crew set is important because it does have more ignore defense. Maybe you have triple crew set on her. If you don't have savage, if you don't have this lethal set that I'm flexing right now, these are two endgame sets. But a beginner set for somebody who is looking for a little bit of ignore and defense is crew set. Triple crew set, get that crit damage glove going for it, and you might reach those damage stats that you're looking for, until one day when you begin to fight the Fire Knight at higher level 25 or even hard, before you begin to get this awesome savage set. So I'm not going to recommend any type of set, any other one for her right here besides these two sets, and maybe crew, the third one, for early game. For accessories, it is important to know that a champion who is going second or third in the team in a battle like that needs to survive, and a good way of keeping such a champion that is alive is with what do you call it now, this special effect, what is reaction ring. Because most people, even they see a necrit protecting her, they see a big shield set on her, they see bolster set protecting her, they will still try to target her because she's a threat to them. They're just like, I don't want this champion to take a turn. They will still try to target her with all their hits, incoming hits. So that's what reaction set will do right here. 25% chance to change a critical hit that is coming into her and change it to a normal hit. That means all her shield might survive longer than you expect it. So I have two right here. And another accessories that is recommended is refresh accessories. No, that's not it. This one, chance to prevent skill cooldown. So most people say if you can get a good reset ring, banner or whatever, you can make her use her A3 and it doesn't go on cooldown. You can use it again or something. She begins to use her skills a lot more in battle. It's always available for her to use if you have refresh accessories on her. But I feel like I want to survive. I don't want to go down before she gets to get a turn. That's why you see me putting, if I even have a third one, I'll put it. So 25 is up to 75% chance of not getting critted by the enemy. So that's it right here for this champions build. Let me know what you thought about it. It's time for us to get into some action. No, I'm not testing this champion in the dungeons. I'm not testing her in Doom Tower. Definitely she doesn't belong in the clan boss either. This is purely a arena champion or a faction war champion. That's why I didn't build her all this time, because I was like, this is not a champion I need for progression. So she's more of an arena champion. Before we go into live arena, let's head over into some battles in the 1v1 arena and go against a team that is obviously tanky and will be hard to kill, right? This what's his name now, Candlefront, will be protected. So definitely I want to go in there with a protected team like this too. And where is she? Down right here. I could even put her in the leader slot to increase my attack by a little bit, but instead of Duchess, I think I built a Vogot just for her. I'll show you my Vogot build. I built a Vogot just for this champion, and I put him from Immortal set, where it was triple Immortal that I used to use for the Doom Tower Boomer boss, to heal. I decided to put him in my trash bolster set. Why? I wanted a shield that could not be removed. So let's see if that's going to help me stay alive right here with the help of Necrit. Let's see what the enemy does. Obviously, they'll be faster than us. So she cannot be debuffed by this debuff that this Mitrala is trying to put on me. But who do I take out right now? This champion that is going to be a pain. I'm seeing 18k, 15k. That's her A1. A1 has taken that champion's health halfway. Damn. She's no longer protected, but that's okay. Hopefully, we survived it. It's time for me to take down this. Does he have revive on him? No. He's still protected by this Necrit though. All right, it's time for us to test this damage. Like I said, I didn't test this out. Hopefully she ignores 100% of his defense. The only thing that will keep him alive right now is this neck crit. Let me test it out. Or do I kill this champion first before I go for him? I feel like I should kill this champion first. Nope, I did nothing. All the damage went to neck crit because he is also protected by ally protection. Damn. Let me try over here. Where is his protection? Wait. Melted his shield, melted his ally protection, melted whatever. So the A2 obviously hits harder than the A3 because the A2 ignores 50% defense plus the 25% or whatever percent is coming from artifact plus the chance to proc it from Masteries. He has nobody to revive him, so she can slowly wither away at this enemy and we'll hopefully get the win. Are we still getting some protection done? Come on, Necrit, come back into the battle. I mean, I'm talking to my own Necrit right now. He needs to get some more protection on her so she doesn't get any debuff on her. I don't want decreased attack on her or fear. This is the champion I need to take out. She's taking too many turns. I also don't want Hex on her either. Can I protect myself so I don't go down? I missed it. Damn. Hopefully she can just get her turn. That's the one thing with building champions slow. They just take so long to get to their turn. So the threat right here should be Necrit or this champion. Ooh! Damn. How can an A1 do that? I should put it on slow speed, 1 speed, so I can see how much damage. No, that's too low. That's too low. I guess I didn't proc the right stuff. Okay, I have this skill again. Let's see if we can win this time around. If I hit this champion, that will be shield, but I can ignore 25% of the shield. Let's go for this champion. No, we didn't kill him. Damn, he took us down. But that was fun to see how much damage this champion can do. And yeah, my Duchess went down too fast and she didn't even proc her unkillable buff. That's why maybe I'm losing this battle. But the Vogot did his job. He kept the shield along, but he didn't heal much though. He didn't get targeted. That's why maybe he didn't do much healing. All right, I lost this one. Let me try it again in the next battle. But we did see the damage numbers and people got melted right in front of us, even with the A1. All right, let's see how she does against a go first team like this. Maybe I should bring in a Osoga the Warcaller over there instead. They're obviously gonna go first, try to nuke me. I survived that debuff, still survived the big hit. Now it's my turn. Who do I take down? I'll do a little bit more protection. I'm not ready to take down anybody yet. I want that stone skin to just expire before I take down the threat. He has already done his big hit, so he is no longer a threat. So I can take down 2 people. The 2 revivers is who I'll go for. The first one. Okay, that's okay. The second one. $250. Now the damage numbers that I was looking for. That's the damage. How much damage can this champion do on that A2? 250. I have my answers. I can end this video right here. So she can melt anybody like that. She can. Just that you'll just have to wait for the right buffs and the right time to do it, I guess. Because she did have the shield on her from Vogot. 2 shields actually. 1 from Vogot, 1 from this other champion. She has lost 1 of the shield. So once you take down the threats in the team, you can slowly hit at the rest of the team, the enemy team, and get it done. None of her buffs can be removed by even Madam Series. 220k, 20k, 34k. So where else can I test that out? I said I was going to test out live arena battle. Let's do a 1 live arena battle and see if we can find a worthy opponent that would maybe nuke me down despite my new build for this champion. And I'll pair up with maybe a bomb explosion team to make them not ban her, because when they see her in a bomb explosion, they usually want to ban the bomb explosion. That's the Duchess that I was afraid of. And I'll go second also, so no problem. I'm going for a tanky team also with my own Duchess. And maybe I'll not show my hands yet. I'll go with my protection. No, they will know that I'm bringing something. Let's go skill cooldown. So when they ban my Yumeko, then I have my 2 nukers available, or 1 nuker and all the protection they can. Now this dude, that's who I'm gonna ban. I can't deal with him because his stone skin might take a while to fall off. All right, let's go for the Vogot. Let's go for the Vogot Protector. And now I need 2 nukers, right? And she is the first one. No, I'm not going for Vogot. I will need protection for her. I'm not going for Vogot. That's who is protecting her. But my problem is anybody I bring along with her might have a higher chance of being protected by this dude. So I want to bring in somebody else who is like a defensive based or HP based nuker. Bomb can't come in because if I bring in a bomb champion, he will get protected instead of her. So let me go with a champion who I really don't want to use in this battle, but okay. You can use just her as... So I don't have Vogot in this team, and I'm going to ban this champion. I can melt her. Can't be scared of her, right? No, she does have some passive that will mitigate the damage, so let me not take any risk. She's hard to kill. Mariska, what's her name? I forgot her name. She's in the last 10x that was just ending right now. And just like I thought they were going to ban that champion. Yes, I did. I knew they were going to ban her. His Duchess is +1. So this might be a champion, a player that knows what he's doing. Let's see. This is high or mid-range silver 1. Stone skin everywhere. That's something you don't want to see at the start of a battle. Stone skin everywhere. It's not a good sign. He's going to cleanse most of my buffs, which is not a good thing. 1, 2. Okay. I'm still going to protect. Who are going to protect? Duchess. I should probably go for his Duchess, but he's just going to revive her. I just want... Okay, see, I survived the first hit. That's the first thing we want to know. Can I survive the second hit? Come on, do it. Revive, no problem. So I can say I survived the second hit also. It's my turn to go, right? It's my turn. All right. Who are we taking down? This dude. You are the threat. So you're going down first with the first hit. Okay. You're done for. Because if I kill anybody else before him, he will retaliate. That's why I didn't want to kill him first. So he's back up again. I didn't get my extra turn. I was supposed to get an extra turn when I killed him with the A3. I don't want to kill anybody else besides that dude. Currently has 1 turn. Hopefully I don't kill this champion. My ally protection on this champion has fallen off. If I don't put ally protection on her soon, she will die. Damn, it's not available. Come on, protect her. She's gonna get hit now. She will go down. He targeted the wrong person. He was supposed to target my my damage dealer. Do I really want to do this? Yes. Stun me all you want. You're going down. Oh, A1, not enough damage. This is what I was looking for. Ally protection. I don't want her to die at all. Alright, now I can kill 1 person or 2 people. 1 person. I forgot who did the revive. I think it was Duchess that did the revive. Let me take down this champion. 51k. I should have saved that big hit though for Duchess. All allied join attack. That's what I'm waiting for. I don't have it available. Come on. Duchess is going to do the revive. Is she going to revive or she use her A1? It's not available. Okay. We're chilling, we're chilling. My A3 is not available for Duchess also. A1, can I take her down with my A1? I did! I did take her down with my A1. I'm telling you, this champion is surprising me every time. And yeah, I won that one. So people don't think she's a threat in battle, so they most likely will not ban her. They always go for that champion who is going to probably be a problem for them, and that is, in this case, was the champion who will put their skills on cooldown. I just wanted to show you a champion guide for this champion, and she does do it a lot of work in the arena. That's the only content where I hope to use her, in nowhere else. Gala Longbraid joining my team for those moments where I need a single target nuker because I'm lacking nukers in my team right here. Alright, let me know what you think about this champion, how you build her, where you use her in Raid Shadow Legends, and alternate ways you might need me to change this build and all that good stuff. Later, guys.